We do a lot of live music here, open mics, and Friday and Saturdays we have acoustic music, and we were looking for something a little different, where number one, it didn't cost me a lot of money. We could get in relatively inexpensive, buy a good turntable, and hire a facilitator to do it, but also have a variety of music, as opposed to maybe just one single singer-songwriter, that all just sang a certain, genre. So we could really mix it up. And the open mic had been incredibly successful for 2 years, so it just packed a lot of things. So we were wanting to do that, but do something a little simpler and kind of also trendy and cool. And so I originally just started buying album covers for the wall as decoration. And I noticed people started talking about them, and I was listening to conversations. I remember when I had that, and so we thought, well, let's just take it one step further and buy some good albums, buy a turntable, old vintage speakers, and just play it and do it the format kind of like an open mic, and it seemed to have worked well. So originally, like I said, when we started, people would just take albums off the wall because they didn't know they could bring their own. And they come in, they get an album, they pick one, and then Dave, who is a facilitator, it's like open mic. You get 2 songs, as long as it's not In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida or something, extremely long. You get 2 tracks, I should say. And he just plays them, and there's a sign-up sheet, and they go in order. And then the next person comes in and picks an album out. But again, once people kind of caught on, they started bringing in like bags of albums, old ones, and very good. So it took us a couple months to get the word out and let people know, what we were doing, and that they could bring their own albums and play. So it was a little bit, yeah. I think 3rd or 4th month in, there was a 17-year-old and her friend came in with their old classic albums. And then there's people, old guys like me, 55, 60, so it covers the whole spectrum. Every week there's kind of a story of the people that brought the albums, because that's what we do. Say, if you want to tell a little story about the song, why you brought the album, or a story about it. So we always had stories built in every night from the customers. And I don't remember anything specific, but we related to them all, whether, we drove around the car at 16 is what we listened to, and, so it was just, independent things like that, really funny. We've been here 6 years. The original owner opened this as kind of a community gathering place. I was the GM. My wife and I bought it 3 years ago, and we definitely wanted to continue that community gathering place. What we feel like we've brought in or changed a little bit was more the food. We really focus on local, clean food. No preservatives, no colors, no nothing. Source as much local as we can. Almost all of our meat's local. A lot of our produce is local. Bakery items are local, what we don't bake here. And in addition to that, so the food's super important to us. The other part I talked about earlier was the music. So the music, I think any gathering place, people gather around and play music, and that's why we did the vinyl night, because we could also have, that old community gathering, a bunch of old guys sitting around talking about the good old days, and that just kind of took it to a different level. So we're continuing to do that and to change and to see what people want to, what's fun and exciting, and another reason to come here and eat and hang out.